Hey, what's up everyone? So I just last night uploaded the video with the GPS test run. Super stable, there's no need for a steering damper on this thing. This whole suspension on the front, the two shocks, and then those pulls that go all up midway through the stem with the brackets. When you get up to upper 40s, this thing's stable as anything. Plus the tires are a little wider. The size of the tire is marked on the side 90/65-6.5. Before I start riding this around a lot more, there's things I want to change about. For one, the headlights. I don't like these headlights. They're like spotlight type. They're not really good for riding at night, especially if you're going fast. I'm going to replace them with the type I have on my Q Power here, and these are really nice wide beams. These were 26 bucks, I think, for a set of them. You do have to come up with a way to mount them. You don't get all the mounting gear with them, but I'll get on more on that later when I replace those lights on my Ti-30 here. So overall, there's just some other things I want to change on the scooter to make it more personalized, look better. I'm going to start with like the easy stuff that I can change really quick, get done quickly, and then I'll move into more, things that will be a little more difficult, such as replacing the headlights, doing away with these side lights. I hate these side lights they have on them. For now, I'm just going to do simple stuff that will be quick and easy to do. Number one, I want to change my hand grips. These are kind of standard hand grips that they supply. They're okay, but I can turn them. They're loose, so I'm going to switch those with the same type I have on my Q Power. These are much nicer. I've had these quite a while. They've held up pretty good. I have another pair here. I used to have them on my Q1. I've now taken them off Q1 to put on this scooter. So first thing, of course, I need to remove the old hand grips. I'm just going to twist them. They twist pretty easy, so I think I can just twist and pull them off. Sometimes for doing something like this, it helps if you need to take just some isopropyl alcohol, maybe lean the bar one down so this part is facing up, and try to get some alcohol down in between here, because that will loosen it up a lot. Also heat, you could put like a hair dryer in it for 30 seconds or so, warm it up. That will help with the pliability too. Okay, so I got it both off. I'm going to put the new ones on. And one thing I might have to adjust I'm going to have to adjust the length a little bit. These are a little bit longer, so I'm going to need to move my switches and my brake handle over. The toolkit that comes with the Ti-30, this one happens to fit my hand grip screws as well, so I'm going to use my Ti-30 toolkit to screw those down. Okay, got the left one on, tighten up both these clamps so it's good and tight on there. It's not going to spin or slide. Okay, got them both on there now. Now I just need to realign my brake levers on both sides, my throttle, my switches, put them where I want them, and tighten them down. I did on the left side here end up moving the light switch to the inside of the brake handle so I could have the brake handle extend more this way. I do like to have my hand grips, the edges of them pointed up a little bit like that, so when your hand's on it and you're standing on the scooter, you're not going like this. Your hands are more naturally up like this. And for that reason too, I have my brake levers down, pointed lower at a different angle towards the road. Same thing on the throttle side. My brakes are down lower, and my throttle is pretty much level to the handlebars, as you can see here. And again, that way, because when I'm standing on the scooter, my hand's more naturally going down, and I can just grab the throttle like that and the brake like that. If this is pointed up more like when it came, you're literally like wrenching your arm back to grab the throttle, and it's just more uncomfortable. So that's it. I got this set up the way it is. Got my new hand grips on. They look pretty good. Much better than the old ones. They're nice and tight. They're not going to move on me. So that's upgrade one. Next thing I'm going to do, it's really easy and quick. I'm going to get rid of the Laotie labeling. So I'm going to take this grip tape off and replace it with some nice Palo Peralta grip tape, like I did on my Q Power here. I'll put that on there, and I'm going to get rid of the Laotie on the side of the stem there, as well as that big warning label or whatever it is down there on the bottom. I'm going to get rid of that. Alright, so I first want to just remove the deck here, and then I can work on getting this old grip tape off and putting the new one on. So now moving on, I just want to take this old grip tape off my deck. Best way to do that is heat it up with a hair dryer for a little bit, get it nice and warm. It'll kind of make the glue more pliable, and you should be able to pull it off that way. Since I live in the desert here and it's over 100 today, I'm just going to take mine out and let it sit here in the sun. Probably a couple minutes ought to be good. Okay, so that worked out well. Tape came off without too much of a fight. Alright, this is cooled off, and I wiped the dust off, and you can see there's still residue from the old grip tape on there, so kind of just like that sticky stuff that you get when you remove any labels or anything like that. And the best thing for that, of course, is good old WD-40. I'm going to spray some of that right over the sticky parts. Let it soak in 3 or 4 minutes, and then wipe it off. Alright, got the board cleaned up pretty good. So next thing is I want to clean this off with some isopropyl alcohol, just to get the WD-40 off of it. Okay, so getting ready to put my grip tape on. The width is perfect. I don't have to cut the width at all. So I just have to cut my length to where I want it, which means I need to decide where I want the emblem to be on the deck, whether I want it down here, in the middle, or more up at the top. I think I'm going to go with the middle like that, which is what I did on my Q-Power. The emblem is kind of right in the middle of the deck. I think that looks pretty good that way. So I'm going to do this one the same way. So I'm not going to worry about cutting anything out, the deck pattern. Once I get the tape on the deck, then I can use an X-Acto knife to cut out the corners and such on it. So I'm going to try to line this up as much as possible with the middle of the board. These holes for the screws help. There's 2 there, so the middle would be right between those two as far as the deck goes. So I need to move it. I guess these red dots in the middle there, so right about there would be good. And the other good thing is this tape is just wide enough where it fits inside the holes on either side. So that's going to help me line up the tape, guide it along the edges there to get it in the middle. So I'm going to peel the paper off the back of the grip tape. I'm only going to peel it back as far as the middle here, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to leave the paper on the side so I can just work with half at a time, which will make it easier. So you can see I pulled the paper back on the grip tape just a little bit further than those red dots, which is my middle point. I'm not worried about what I'm touching up here because that's going to be off the end of the board. I'll be cutting that off anyway. And now I'm just going to try to lay this down on the board. I just held the tape straight along the deck and lowered it, and just was keeping an eye on my red dots for the middle point of those 2 holes, and then also my edge to keep it aligned along these holes on both sides. And then just started with the back, put that down, and then worked my way just flattening it up to this point here. Okay, so now what I need to do is lift up this side, pull the paper off, and then work from the middle up to the front. Okay, got it completely on. Looks pretty good. My spacing's really good. Pretty much perfect, I'd say. All right, so you want to go around and make sure, absolutely sure that your edge is right where it's meeting, or down good, especially on the ends here, because that's where we're going to be doing cutouts on. So once you're satisfied that this thing's on here good, we're going to flip it over. I've got mine in a cardboard box just to try and keep it clean. You're going to need a sharp X-Acto knife and put a fresh blade on it, put a brand new blade on it. You want this thing to be sharp as possible so you can cut through the grip tape, not tear through it. I'm just going to cut out along the side edge of the deck, along the grip tape there, to cut out the excess grip tape. So I've got it cut out now. See how it looks overall. Yeah, I like it. Looks really good. Next I'm going to pull off these Laotie stickers on the side, and then lastly this sticker over here on the side. I'm going to peel that off and clean it up. Alright, so I got that ugly side sticker off, warning sticker that's right here. It came out pretty easy, and I cleaned it up with some WD-40 and alcohol, so that's good. I did notice too there's a serial number up here. It's kind of like, I guess, printed onto it, so it's not a label. I took one side of this Laotie off the stem here, and basically the easiest thing I found was just use my thumbnail and scratch away. Again, this is pretty warm. That helps heat up with a hairdryer or something. I didn't want to use like a razor blade or something because I didn't want to scratch the paint. I want to keep the paint intact without scratching it. So I used my thumbnail. So now it's just kind of down to the residue. I'm going to hit that with a WD-40, and that stuff just wiped right off, so now it's just perfect black. Looks good. Got the other side to do yet. Just sprayed some WD-40 on a rag and use a rag to wipe that residue off. WD-40 is good to clean your screw with, or wipe it down with it. Just make sure it's not left wet. Just wipe it all off. It will actually clean it and give it a bit of a protective coating as well. Alright, so that's it for this one, guys. Just a few things here. Change my hand grips. Change the deck grip tape. Took all the stickers off, the Laotie from the stem, and also that warning sticker that used to be down on the side here. So I like it a lot better the way it looks. Without all the stickers, I'm no longer in a rolling advertisement. Kind of more unique looking, and I'm going to do a lot more things to it. And some very soon upcoming videos. I've got 3 more days off work here, so I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff and recording it in separate videos. Next thing I'm going to be doing is getting rid of these horrendous headlights and installing the new kind that I have on my Q-Power. Alright guys, until then, take care, peace, ride safe.